Hey everybody! Alright, just had to make sure it's recording. Alright, so we're reading Insan, or Dar, or Time, or Man, which is Surah 76. Before we get started, A'udhu Billah Minash Shaitan Al-Rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, number 1. Has there not been over man a long period of time when he was nothing, not even mentioned? The Paleolithic, the Jurassic, the Triassic time period, for sure. Verily, we created man from a drop of mingled sperm in order to try him. So look at that. In order to try him. So we gave him the gifts of hearing and sight. We showed him the way. Whether he be grateful or ungrateful rests on his will. Exactly. For the rejectors we have prepared chains, yokes, and a blazing fire. As to the righteous, they shall drink of a cup of wine mixed with kafur. Kafur. A fountain where the devotees of Allah do drink, making it flow in unstinted abundance. They perform their vows, and they fear a day whose evil flies far and wide. They fear a day, perform their vows, whose evil flies far and wide. And they feed for the love of Allah the indigent, the orphan, and the captive, saying, we feed you for the sake of Allah alone. No reward do we desire from you, nor thanks. We only fear a day of distressful wrath from the side of our Lord. But Allah will deliver them from the evil of that day, and will shed over them a light of beauty and a blissful joy. And because they were patient and constant, He will reward them with a garden and garments of silk. Reclining in the garden on raised thrones, they will see there neither the sun's excessive heat nor the moon's excessive cold. And the shades of the garden will come lower over them, and the bunches of fruit there will hang low in humility. And amongst them will be passed round vessels of silver and goblets of crystal. Crystal clear, made of silver, they will determine the measure thereof, according to their wishes. And they will be given to drink there a cup of wine mixed with zanajabil, a fountain there called salsabil, and round about them will serve use of perpetual freshness. If thou seest them, thou wouldest think them scattered pearls. And when thou lookest, it is there thou wilt see a bliss and a realm of magnificent. Upon them will be green garments of fine silk and heavy brocade, and they will be adorned with bracelets of silver, and their Lord will give them to drink of wine pure and holy. Verily, this is a reward for you, and your endeavor is accepted and recognized. It is we who have sent down the Qur'an to thee by stages. Therefore, be patient with constancy to the command of thy Lord, and hearken not to the sinner or the ingrate among them. So, sent down the Quran in stages, patience and constancy, and hearken not, and celebrate the name of thy Lord morning and evening. And part of the night prostrate thyself to him, and glorify him, a long night through. As to these, they love the fleeting life, and put away behind them a day that will be hard. That was said in the other section too, the fleeting life. It is we who created them, and we have made their joints strong. But when we will, we can substitute the like of them by a complete change. Another theme, I like that. It's like, this is an admonition. Whosoever will let him take a straight path to his Lord. But ye will not, except as Allah wills. For Allah is full of knowledge and wisdom. He will admit to His mercy whom He will, but the wrongdoers, for them He has prepared a grievous penalty. There's no way you can read the Quran and not get the point of the grievous penalty. It's clearly mentioned a lot. It's like you can't even go like 3 surahs without hearing it. Remembrance, and then the Quran tells you remembrance, remembrance. It literally doesn't let you forget. It's not just like it tells you 1 or 2 times there's a penalty. It's like, no, we're gonna let you know. And like I think I've said this before, it's like in doing that, you can never say you weren't told. Fleeting life. They fear a day whose evil flies far and wide. Quran in stages. Be patient and constant to the command of your Lord. Salsabil. Zanjabil. Interesting. The garden where the branches hang in low in humility. That's interesting. Because if you think of a tree as proud and the fruit's too high, you can't get it, and you gotta use a ladder to go get it. Or you gotta get a stick and kind of whack it to get the falls on you. Or like a coconut, you gotta climb up that and go and get it. Interesting. Very cool.